Hello, Internet. I'm Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl, and today we have how parking in a Walmart handicap spot turned into a felony, and we have Bo. Yes, he's a sleepy puppy. Oh, yes, you good boy. But this one's been making the rounds. I've had several people show it to me. I understand it gets quite spicy at one point, so we'll see. And yes, I really did think that this was from the title that it was the one from last week with the grandma and the pink hat. But this is a completely different video. It's not the same people.
I hear you say that this is because you're black.
Yes!
No.
Yes, it is!
You want to listen?
On July 23rd, 2022,
Okay, so isms.
officers approached a woman who was parked in a handicapped space without a handicap placard. An interaction that
That'll
ended
do
up
it.
escalating way more than it needed to.
Do you have a handicap placard? Does anyone in this vehicle have a handicap placard? It's a yes or no question. Does anyone in the vehicle have a handicap placard? I'm going to take that as a no.
Okay. No.
Right. Are you the one driving? Have your driver's license.
My grandma has this handicap sticker.
This is your vehicle?
Yeah.
Your driver's license.
Yeah.
Do you?
I know the ID.
ID?
Ma'am, can I ask you a question?
What?
Because
Amber requesting a 4331 response for a mulch fire inside 8.8 Boulevard. Inside requesting
That's for people
4331
who
for
are
a
handicapped.
mulch fire.
I understand, but
I don't know what do you want to?
because you're probably going to take me to jail.
Do you have a warrant?
Yes, ma'am. I think so.
Okay. What's your warrant?
Oh,
For traffic tickets.
Okay. And how much you bond?
okay. So it's a little hard to hear with the car noise, but she just said she has a warrant. Okay, points for being upfront about it. That's good, and you should, because they'll be a lot nicer to you than if they find it out on their own. So, yeah, if you have an outstanding warrant, the officer could arrest her for that right now. I mean, we'll see if she does, because sometimes we'll see, like, they call in and they'll ask, like, should I arrest her? Because sometimes it's for, like, nothing. She's saying it's for traffic tickets. They might not arrest for that, especially if it's from somewhere else, which it might be, because, like, there tends to be, like, very small counties. So if it's the next county over, they might be like, nah, we'll let it go for now. But we'll see. But yeah, if you have outstanding warrants, why are you doing anything that would draw the attention of the police? And like she's saying, I guess that the woman in the glasses is her grandmother, and she has a handicapped placard, but this lady doesn't, and they came in separate cars. So yeah, don't park in the handicap spot if you don't have the thing. Just don't.
Bond is?
$900.
900? Okay, and I guess you don't have $900. Okay. This is your mom?
That's my grandmother.
Your grandma?
But my kids are going to go to DCFS. I got a DCFS case already. So if you take me to jail, my kids are going straight to DCFS. She can't take my kids. So
Why can't she take your kids?
My grandmother has. She can't take my kids. I got an infant.
4305.
I got 3 toddlers. I'm trying to tell you, my grandmother can't take my kids. I'm telling you the rundown on what's going on. I'm not call my case for this right now, but
Well, I don't know how to hotline DCFS.
no, that's what's going to happen. She can't take my kids.
Sorry about that.
Have
Wasn't
somebody
sure
come
which
pick your kids up.
I don't have nobody. I don't have
worries.
nobody. That's why I came up here to get rights from her. I stay in a shelter in East St. Louis.
Okay. If you come up and get wipes, that's fine. Don't park in a handicap spot.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
not for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, 2581.
Ma'am, do you have someone you can call to come get her kids? Okay, who have you gotten hold of to come get the kids? I know you've made a couple of phone calls. Who have you gotten hold of?
Nobody. It's after it's on the weekend.
Okay, so it's just DCFS you're trying to get hold of?
One Hope United is an office, and it's like the step in between DCFS. It's called One Hope United in Collinsville.
Okay.
And I called them, but they're not.
Okay.
They're not open on weekends.
Besides your grandma, who else in your family lives
I
around
don't
here?
have nobody else.
You got a lot of issues going on here. You have a suspended driver's license. I'm going to bet you probably don't have insurance either, do you?
I just got my car. This is like my first day driving, and I just came up here just to get some lights because I didn't have no money.
Okay, I feel for her. She's in a bad situation. She's staying in a shelter. She's got 3 little kids. She's saying the grandma can't take the kids. If she gets arrested, they're going to wind up in foster care, basically. This is not a good situation. But what are you doing driving on a suspended license with no insurance? And then you park in a handicap spot? Like, this is called, like, making your own problems. And, like, I understand she's in a bad situation. It is very, very hard to get by, especially when you have little kids. But you are making it so much worse by doing all these things. Ugh.
All right, keep seeing if you can make some phone calls, figure something
I know
out.
I can. So,
And by the way, your line's 800, not 900.
oh, well, my case merchant, she actually told me 900.
Well, she was off. It's 800. My dispatcher just told me, okay?
I mean, well, we ain't got $800. So
Okay.
I mean,
All right. How come you haven't gone to the courthouse and talked to them about your warrant?
I had court actually earlier this month, and I didn't go to court because they were going to take me to jail at court.
Okay.
And so
a lot of
I
times,
didn't have an arrangement yet to get my kids
well,
to something.
you got to get this taken care of because a lot of times they can give you a new court date.
No, because what happened was they kind of put everything that I had all together. They already gave me new court dates. It's like stuff from like 3 years ago.
Is it a failure to appear warrant or is it new charges?
New charges over the years, over the last 3 years.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and stand over by your vehicle, okay? I don't want people back behind my car.
Okay, so you've had 3 years to resolve this. Like, I know the legal process can be slow and it takes its own time a lot. But you've had 3 years. 3 years to sort this out. And the cop is even telling her if you had just gone to the courthouse and said, I missed an appearance or whatever, they might have just given her a new date and canceled the warrant. Like, no guarantees, but it's a possibility. Especially if she has, like, a public defender that could maybe, like, go with her. But it sounds like she's just not handling anything.
Excuse me, ma'am, should I grab their car seats to put in your car?
Put them in their car seats in your car. Put them in their car seats in your car. Are you listening to me? Put them in their car seats in your car.
No, because she doesn't want to actually have time to figure out what the they want to do.
Excuse me.
That's what it
Whoa.
really is. Just hold it down.
Did I just hear you say that this is because you're black?
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Lady, how many more people are parked in handicap? Don't touch me.
Oh my God.
People are putting in handicap without a handicap sticker. I didn't even go inside the store. Only because you're white, not black.
Okay, let's break this down because she's gone crazy. Like, she was being perfectly chill and, like, actually reasonable. And, like, owning up about all her stuff. I was totally on this lady's side as much as, like, she's got stuff to handle. She was doing good so far here, and the cop was being, like, trying to work with her, trying to find somebody to take the kids so they don't go into the system. But now she's got a baby in her arms. There's another baby wandering around. I don't like the kids being, like, just walking around. Like, I get the kid is staying with mommy, but they're in a parking lot. I don't like that the kids can just wander because little kids will wander. And when they're that little, sometimes you can't see them if you're in an SUV that's this high. So, yeah, do not like the kids being just walking around. I think there's another kid over by the car. Cop is right. Put the kids in the car seats. They need to stay in the car. This is not safe. But this lady has now gone, like, full 180 and has now decided this is a racial thing, which it is not. You did not, you are not dealing with this cop because you are black and she is white. That has nothing to do with anything. You are dealing with this cop because you parked in a handicap spot that you're not allowed to be in, and then you have a suspended license, no insurance, and a warrant. That's why you're dealing with this. That's why the cop is dealing with you. Has absolutely nothing to do with race, but honestly, I think she's just feeling a lot of pressure. She's feeling like she's about to be arrested. She's about to have her kids taken away. She said she doesn't have the money to bail out, so she could be in jail for quite a while. And she's just freaking out and grasping at straws and trying to throw out anything she can to try and deflect and make this go away. And, like, maybe if I scream racism loud enough, it'll help her in some way, I'm not sure. Like, maybe the cop will be like, "Oh yeah, I was totally being racist, and I'll let you go." That's not how anything works. That's never going to happen. But it's like last ditch effort. But this is not good, and especially in front of the kids, because you don't want the kids to be thinking like that. Like, they're so little.
Don't raise your voice at me!
Do you want to listen to
It's because you're white and I'm black. I didn't even go in the store. I'm parked in the handicap because I was getting something from my grandmother white.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm just a bystander, but I'm fostering her with DCFS, and I can tell you, like, all this is not worth it.
You've already got a DCFS case.
Yeah.
Listen to her. Listen to her.
So figure out what the fuck you're gonna do with my kids then, because that's your job. You didn't have to stop. Why did you stop?
Hey, but listen.
Why did you stop?
I can answer your question if you shut up.
Because you heard what I said. Let her talk.
Okay, so now we have a bystander intervening, which I'm very surprised the cop is allowing, because generally police do not like bystanders coming up and interfering with what they're doing. They will usually shout at them quite violently to, like, get away, get back, stay out of this. But this lady is saying she is a foster parent with Department of Child and Family Services, and so she's trying to tell, she's been overhearing clearly, and she's trying to tell this lady, like, you're not helping your situation, because the caseworker's going to see this, and it's going to make you look like a psycho, unfit parent. So if your kids go into care for a few days and you're trying to get them back once you get out of jail, this is not helping you. This is not helping anything.
That's okay.
Do you want to listen to me?
All this can
Do
pass.
you want to listen to what I have to say?
I don't. What I do.
I will tell your
Yes,
granddaughter
tell me,
what
tell
to
me.
say. Ma'am,
Tell me.
Let me just,
I am not going to take her to jail.
That's what I just
Really?
told you. You're not taking me to jail.
you that.
Wait.
No.
You're only not taking me to jail
What
because you don't know
about
what the
the
fuck.
kids,
That's
Ardenay?
why she ain't taking me to
What
jail.
about the
That's
kids?
why she not taking me to jail.
No.
Because that means you got to fight. That means you got to figure out what's going to happen to my kids.
No.
Yeah, she is so inappropriate.
She is.
And this has zero to do with being black.
I know that.
She's in a handicapped spot. You have a handicap placard because you need a handicap placard.
Okay,
And so,
did you hear her? She said something derogatory about you. I guess maybe that's why you stopped. You told her she had.
no,
Oh, you didn't hear
I
that?
never heard a single word. Yeah, I didn't hear a single word. I stopped because as I'm driving through, I looked over and I was like, there's no handicap placard on there. I backed up. I didn't even get out of my car. I just said, oh, handicap placard? So no, this has zero to do with race. Okay, this has 100% to do with a handicap parking violation.
Okay, I will say, as much as I admire this officer for keeping her cool and not giving in to the race baiting and, like, the stuff going on and the accusations, etc., I'm very surprised at how calm she is being. Like, there appears to be backup here. There's another cop in the background. Oh, my little puppy's so cold. It's suddenly very cold here again, even though it's the middle of June. Oh, I'm sorry, you're cold. I'll find your sweater for you, okay? Yes, he has sweaters. He's a tiny doggy with no body fat. So, he has sweaters. Don't you worry, Mommy, I'll find them. Let me just cuddle you warm for a bit. But I understand the officer wanting to explain she's not racist. You've done that. Move on. I'm very surprised she's moving away from the lady that is, like, the subject of her investigation right now. There is another cop there. I think the bystander's trying to like talk her down, calm her down. Grandma's trying to talk to the cop and bring things down. Like, everybody's trying to de-escalate this. I hope it works.
Now, she was a warrant for her arrest. Yeah, I can take her to jail. Yeah, I can put her kids in DCFS. I elected not to do that. If this was about race, she would be in handcuffs right now. It's
Yeah.
not about race. Okay, so she's going to get a ticket for parking in a handicap spot.
There are other cars up here that don't have a handicap sticker. She only did this because I'm black, and she got
No.
and she's white, got a control, and she got power. That's literally the only reason. It is a race thing. You don't gotta try to make it, but that's what it is. They go run the place so everybody up here in handicap. Yes, this is not a race thing. This is not a race thing. Check everybody up here who's parked their handicap.
Do you want to get this finished up, or do you want to just stand here and yell all night?
Listen.
All right, do your job.
Okay.
I am doing my job.
If she was doing her job, your ass would be in the back of the car and your kids would be in care. Probably forever, because the way you're acting right now, a judge ain't going to give them back to you. Like, this lady's lack of judgment is staggering. I still cannot, I really at this point can't believe the police are not arresting her. It's almost to the point of them being too chill because she's like leaving them very little ground to stand on here. Like, this is how you get arrested for being stupid and not knowing when to shut your mouth. Because this has nothing whatsoever to do with race. She's just being loud and like trying to not take responsibility and be like, oh, it's not my fault for parking in a handicap when I have a suspended license, no insurance. You know, it's not my fault. It's just a race thing. No, it's not. It's a you doing things wrong thing. Doesn't matter what race you are. You've done multiple things wrong for which you could be arrested just for those things. And you have a warrant. And they could tow your car and take your kids if they wanted to. And there are some officers who definitely would have done all of that by now, especially with the way that she is acting. But, like, the cop has said, like, twice that she is not taking her to jail specifically because she has no one to take her kids and the officer desperately doesn't want to put her kids in the system. She is cutting her the world's largest break and doing her a solid as a mom. She's trying and trying and trying to give this lady a chance to sort her shit out, deal with the warrant, deal with your car, and don't park at a handicap spot anymore. She's giving her every chance in the world to be able to go home with her children tonight. And this lady, the more she talks, the more she is talking herself out of that option.
I'm giving you a ticket for your handicap violation. Okay? I'm not even taking you
You
to
can.
jail.
Do your job. Take me to jail.
Oh my God.
Take me to jail.
No,
Take me to jail.
no, ma'am, you got kids right here.
Take me to jail.
Listen, do you not want your kids?
Why you don't want to take me to jail? Because I got a warrant. So that's
You
your job.
talk too much, Ardenay.
I understand all of that. That's
No,
fine.
you don't.
You know what? You've already got a DCFS case.
Like I
Here's
said,
a DCFS
take me to
worker.
jail. Take me
She
to jail.
don't
That's
want
your
to,
job.
Ardenay.
Because she don't know what to do with my
No.
kids if they take me to jail.
Oh, I get it.
Then do your job.
No, listen, Arnett. The last thing you want is your kids in the system. It could be worse for you.
Like I said, so to run everybody car up here, that's part of the
Let
handicap.
her do it. That's when she finishes with you.
Where
That's her job is to run everybody handicap
and
up
then
here.
let her finish
Then
her
run
job.
everybody shit up here. That's part of the handicap.
Just take your ticket.
Is that what you finna do when you leave me? Because that better be what the fuck you finna do. And you finna run everybody shit up here?
Take your ticket and
Are you
leave.
finna run everybody shit up
Ardenay,
here?
just go home. Just go home. Take the kids and
Take
go
your chance to walk away right now.
You
Okay?
ain't even talking to you.
Ardenay.
Okay, I think she just called him the N-word, but he is right. I'm not sure if it's the one in the glasses that we're seeing or if there might be more than one officer now. There could be 3, I think. But he is right. Take the chance to walk away, lady. Like, this is probably the last one you're going to get. And for her to be, she's holding a child in her arms and she's saying, take me to jail, take me to jail. When your kids grow up and they find this video, and they will, what are they going to think in this moment? That mommy wanted to go to jail and wanted us to go in the system and didn't care what happened to us, because I really am trying not to be too harsh, but she is being a terrible parent and a very terrible mother right now. Because a good mother thinks of their kids first, last, and almost only. Sometimes too far. Like, you do need some me time and some mommy time, like some not being mommy time. But this lady's being a terrible parent right now because she's not thinking of her children at all, and she's not taking good care of them. If she's taking care of them, they'd be in the car, in their car seat, not literally in the middle of all this, hearing mommy scream at cops and being exposed to all this. They're very, very little. This is going to have an impact on them. Like, I don't like when kids are around police situations, but she is not thinking of those children at all. She's acting like such a brat, and she just does not want to take responsibility for the fact that she screwed up. She did something wrong, and she's still not being taken to jail. She should be incredibly grateful right now, and instead she is yelling and hurling insults and screaming, take me to jail. Like, what is wrong with you?
Please, for the love of God, would you please just go home? No, I'm not.
Listen to Grandma.
You
Just
listen
go
to your
home.
grandma.
Take the kids
Your
and go
grandma's
home. I ain't talking to you. Ardenay, would you please stop?
It's not
Sylvan going to jail, and these kids will have to go to DCFS because there's no one that can take them.
She's trying to give you a break here to take the ticket
No,
and get out of here before.
I didn't even go to the store.
Just because
I
you
pulled up right here just to get some white to my granny. She said she's walking handicap. I pulled right next to her.
Just because you don't like how something went.
I'm telling you, grandmother, you don't have to.
But you making this.
here, grandmother. You can
No, I'm not. Somebody got to interfere with your kids.
Are you going to take this or not? Or I'll put it inside your vehicle.
Yes, good puppy.
Excuse me, ma'am. Don't touch my vehicle.
Then put it under the. All right, listen.
You are getting real close.
Wait, I'm gonna back that up.
Man, you touching me.
Oh.
Yeah, can I hold you back?
Ma'am, don't touch my vehicle.
Then put it under the.
Wait.
Just because you don't like how something went.
I'm telling you, grandmother, you don't have to.
But you making this.
here, grandmother. You can go
No,
home.
I'm not. Somebody got to interfere with your kids.
Are you going to take this or not? Or I'll put it inside your vehicle.
Be careful. Excuse me, ma'am. Don't touch my vehicle.
Then put it under the. All right, listen.
You are getting real close.
Give me the baby.
Man, you touching me.
Can I hold you back?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I hold you back?
There we go.
And you might want to call someone to drive you because you've got a suspended driver's license. You have no
Then you might as well
insurance.
take me to jail then. Duh, how the f*** I'm gonna get home?
Take
You
the
don't make
metro.
no.
Take the bus. Take the bus.
Grace.
You just sound stupid as
If
I
you need to
came
stop
all the
cussing.
way up here because I ain't got no
cussing on the
fucking
name.
I'm sorry, grandmother.
No, you're not.
Please leave
You're
me.
disrespecting me.
Grandmother, that's
You're
what I'm
making
trying to
me
tell
look
you.
really, really bad.
I'm sorry.
No.
She's good.
This white.
Ma'am.
It's a white people shit. Y'all want to be on
This
this
has
white
nothing
people
to do
shit.
with race.
Yes, it do. Like I said, they run everybody crazy. They don't even have
We,
a.
that is part of
They
our
don't
job.
have one right there. That
Okay.
black
Well,
people
that's where
are
we're
right
going to go
there.
to next. Okay. Let us do our job. Okay.
What you talking about?
He's the grandfather.
Well, if he's able to drive,
Yeah, he can drive the car.
and he can drive her car.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let no white racist ass shit happen.
Okay.
Y'all doing this shit because I'm
Now,
black.
Ardenay, the stuff
All right,
you're saying
Ardenay.
is not true. You're just
Yeah,
saying
Trifling
that.
ass piece of
You-
white people
why don't
shit.
you stop?
No what?
You know what?
Because it's not right.
Okay, her grandmother's like over her behavior at this point, which I don't blame her. I feel bad for grandma. I feel very bad for those children. But, ma'am, at this point, the police are ready to walk away. They gave her a ticket for the handicap thing, told her you can't drive, you have a suspended license. Grandma's saying grandpa can come drive her car and her and the kids back to where they need to go. This should be the end of this. There's still another 5 minutes. All the cops are trying to do at this point is walk away. Because they're done. But she is not letting them. So I have a feeling this is going to end badly for her. And those kids.
It's not right what you're doing.
Okay, but what she did is right, grandmother.
But she's a law.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Fuck her, fuck her bad.
Put your hands
Fuck
behind-
that.
Put your hands behind your back. You want to go to jail? You're going to jail.
Yep, there you go.
This is not what happened.
Oh, this is white people shit.
No, it's not.
No,
No.
this is you bringing this on
not.
yourself.
I tried to catch your break. I tried to let you go
You
home
didn't
with
have
your
to
kids.
stop. Like I said, I have two sets of keys. Can you get the ones on my fanny pack?
All right, Grandma can get the ones out of your fan.
Grandma, the key, I need them so I can get to drive my car when I get out of jail and take my keys. How y'all gonna get their car seats?
Grandma's here. Your
No,
grandpa's on
she's
his
not.
way.
She's not. They can't take them. My grandfather doesn't know how to watch kids. He can't do nothing with my kids. So my kids have to come with me.
Your kids can't go to
What?
jail.
They have to. They have no choice because then that means
They're not.
Your kids cannot come with you to jail. Like, I'm sorry, but this lady's a dumb bitch. I've been trying to be so nice to her because she's got a lot going on. This lady's a dumb fucking bitch. And now she's taken, like, bad parenting to the next freaking level. No, your kids cannot go to jail with you. Why can't her grandparents watch the kids? Like, I really don't understand. Like, she has both grandparents. I mean, she's saying, grandpa doesn't know how to watch little kids. I can kind of understand. But isn't, like, that better than them being in the system? And now you're going to stand there with this smug-ass expression on your incredibly stupid face and be like, no, my kids have to come with me to county jail. Are you out of your mind? And this just proves she doesn't care about those kids. She does not care about them at all. And to be clear, I make a very big distinction between loving and caring. I have no doubt that parents love their kids on a biological level. But there is a big difference between loving them and caring about them. She may love her children all day, every day, but she is not caring about them, especially right now. I mean, maybe she wants them to get put in the system so she can not have to deal with them anymore. But, like, that's what adoption is for. If you didn't want, to not be pregnant and you didn't want to keep them, like, because that's the impression she's given me right now, is that she doesn't want her children. Because if you're going to act like this, after they were giving you so many chances to just walk away and trying so hard not to arrest you, even though you completely deserved it, like, you are telling me that you don't want your kids. If I'm a judge and I'm reviewing this in family court, that's what I'm taking away from this, is that, ma'am, you don't want your children. Because if you wanted your children, you'd be at home with them right now instead of in handcuffs that you insisted, literally, on putting yourself in. She has got nobody to blame for any of this but herself. But I'm willing to bet when she gets to jail and is telling everybody else what she's in for, it's all going to be because of a racist cop. It's all going to be somebody else's fault, and the system screwed her over, and she's just the victim. No responsibility whatsoever. No accountability. Like, no accepting of consequences that she made herself, extremely made herself.
Going to county.
Yes, they are.
No,
No.
they're not.
They're not.
This is what
Then they all gonna call DCFS.
That's why you're not listening as to what.
That means DCFS is gonna come get my kids. My kids cannot stay here with my grandmother. They're not staying here. So
So where's the keys?
What are you doing?
Arne, where's the
What are you
keys at?
Stop.
please stop.
What are you doing?
Stop.
Just give me my kids,
Stop.
bro.
Your kids are not going to jail.
Stop.
You're not trying to get
Stop.
Your kids are not going to
I'm
jail.
trying to tell her.
Okay. No, you keep trying to push this. Okay.
It's the big fluffy thing. Grandmother.
What?
It's the big fluffy thing.
Oh God, this is so stupid. All you had to do was just
You're her
leave.
grandma?
Yes.
Okay.
No, grandmother,
Good.
because
Good.
it's not right.
It doesn't matter right
She's
now
not
what's
my
right
grandmother.
or wrong.
Grandma knows what's what.
She can't take my kids.
Please stop
She's
resisting.
not my grandmother.
Please stop
She cannot
resisting.
take my
You
kids.
saying I'm not your grandmother?
Because they don't. Then
Are you
my kids
saying
to
I'm not
strangers.
your
It's
grandmother?
on camera, so I'm telling y'all that y'all are leaving my kids with a stranger.
Okay, well your grandfather's coming then. How about that?
Y'all cannot leave my
You're
kids
gonna
with
get
people that they don't
You're
know.
going to pick up a resisting charge if you don't
I
start
don't care.
walking.
'Cause y'all leaving my kids with strangers.
No, we're not.
But they're not gonna leave your kids with strangers.
Let's go.
You want my driver's license?
Yes, I know.
Come on.
I sure can. Baby, I'm sorry. I don't want to.
Stop resisting. Okay. Look what you're doing to your kids right now. Okay.
My kids are crying
Stop.
because y'all didn't
Stop.
they have to go this far.
Get in the car.
They didn't have to go this far. Then why were you screaming, "Take me to jail, bitch"? Like, I'm sorry, this lady's stupid. She's really stupid. And I'm like, bitch, shut your mouth. You did this. You did all of this. You don't get to say now, oh, they're crying because the police didn't have to go that far. You were the one demanding to be taken to jail. Now you're getting what you wanted. Shut your fucking mouth.
Sit down. Stop resisting. Stop. You don't try to bite me. Do not try to bite me.
Do not bite.
Do not try to bite me.
Do not.
Oh, whoa.
Now she's going to go for a felony charge.
Mm-hmm. We're in O'Fallon. I don't know where that is. I think they said DCFS, which might be Florida, but I think more than one state calls their, like here it would be CAS, like their like child foster care welfare unit. I think more than one state calls it DCFS, so I'm not sure if this is Florida, but apparently we're in O'Fallon. Never heard of it. Probably a very nice place. But yeah, she definitely deserves a resisting charge because she kicked the crap out of him. I have no sympathy for this lady. None. Whoa!
Stop!
You're about to get tased.
Can I get
You're
back
about to
out?
get tased.
Can I please get out? I'm chasing my mind. Can I please get out?
We cannot.
I'm changing my mind. Where do you think you are? What do you think is going on? You cannot say, oh, I changed my mind about going to jail. After what you just did. And also, somehow she slipped the handcuffs, so they must have been pretty loose because she's got like big girl hands like me. Like, I don't know how she got out of those cuffs, but slightly impressive. But you cannot say, I changed my mind, I don't want to go to jail, let me out. That's not how this works. And you just kicked the crap out of him. And the car.
Please, Ardenay. Please get out for your mother, if nothing else,
No.
for your mother, would you stop? Yes, she's in this.
Can I please go home? Not now, you're not. Please.
Y'all please go home because my kids are going.
Yeah, they gave you about 1 million chances to go home. You could be home right now if you would just shut your mouth and thought about your children instead of yourself. If you hadn't been a selfish, obnoxious brat that refused to take any accountability for your own problems that you created, you would be at home with your kids. You couldn't do that. So now you're in the back of a police car and you're not getting out.
Gave you that opportunity.
Ma'am, I didn't understand why you even stopped me. How do I get this started? Ardenay, can I please go home?
You pass that point.
Can I please go home?
No, you had the chance. I tried to give you a chance. You refused the chance. Now you're going to jail, and now you're going to be looking at a felony charge.
I can't get a felony charge.
You're looking at a felony charge. You kicked this officer?
I didn't mean to.
Yes, you,
You didn't
did.
mean to.
And you
No, because he was trying to.
repeatedly.
I didn't try to bite. I don't even got teeth in my mouth, ma'am.
Well,
Yes,
it's all on my camera, so you tried to bite me, so.
That's why I was kicking. I was trying to get my legs stuck out of there.
You
I
were
wasn't
kicking the
trying
crap
to.
out of the door.
I wasn't trying to kick
Okay.
it. I was trying to get my legs from entangled in this thing.
Well, we're going to talk about it because I'm going to give you a chance to make a statement. But it means that you're going to stay at RPD until Monday, and this case will be reviewed by the state's attorney's office to see if they charge you with felony aggravated battery to a peace officer or not.
The woman's children were placed in the custody of their grandparents.
Oh, good.
She was charged with aggravated battery to a peace officer, resisting or obstructing a peace officer, and was also booked on a warrant from another county. Share your thoughts.
Oh my God. Okay, well, there we definitely have how to go to jail for being stupid. Because, oh my freaking God, lady. Like the first cop is getting, I'm going to give her an A+. I mean, I could argue she was a little slow to act. But she was just being very forgiving. Like, cops do have discretion. She was using it. She didn't want to put those kids in the system. You know, that is very compassionate of her. She was having a lot of compassion and sympathy for this woman that in the end she did not deserve. But yeah, female cop is getting an A+. The other two, I'm going with an A. As for the title, how parking in a Walmart handicap spot turned into a felony, accurate. But hot damn, like, how do you act like that while holding a baby and there's 2 other little babies there and you got 3 kids all watching all this go down, and now because you're stupid and you can't shut your mouth and you want to pretend that there's racism when there isn't. Like, there's plenty of real racism in the world. It definitely happens. Are cops sometimes racist? Hell yes, of course they are. But these ones weren't. It had nothing to do with race. It had to do with you did something you shouldn't have done. And even then, because you admitted to having a warrant up front and you were honest, the cop was still going to cut her the world's biggest break and not arrest her so their kids didn't wind up in the system. I am so glad at the end that they did release the kids to the grandparents. That is the right thing. Why she was saying they can't go with the grandparents, I don't know. It seemed like grandma is more than capable of taking care of them. But, like, oh my God. Like, again, once a judge in family court sees this tape, like, her odds of getting her kids back if they ever get taken, because she said she's already got a DCF case, they're definitely going to hear that she got arrested for a felony for assaulting a cop. They're definitely going to hear that. That's going to look bad on her. She could still wind up losing her kids even after this. And, like, yeah, a judge sees this, like, in either case, either in family court or in the case she now has for felony assault on a cop and all the rest and the warrant and the tickets and everything. They see this tape. You're done. You're so done. Because the judge is not going to like the fact that you were standing there screaming about imaginary racism while you got a baby in your arms and your other kids are watching. And then you just keep escalating. They gave you so many chances to walk away. And what do? You just scream through all of it, demand to go to jail while you're holding a baby. Like, it looks so bad. So bad. And then at the end, she wants to be like, oh, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I don't want to go to jail. That's not how this works. You talked yourself into those handcuffs. You got what you wanted. So, yeah, that's where I come down on that one. This lady is dumb. And I feel very bad for those children. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. How do you feel for the children? What do you think should happen to this woman? Re her charges and custody of her children? How do you feel about grandma and the lady who stepped in? And how do you think the cops handled this? Should they have, gone harder earlier? Did they handle it just right? I think they handled it just right. They gave her every break in the world. They really tried. She wouldn't let them. You can't help people who won't help themselves, and sometimes you can't talk people out of being stupid. But that's all from me. I have been Insane Lane, as well as the Canadian Girl. Until next time, love yourself and love on a fur baby. Bye-bye.